It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and this is a video about the Outland boss fights. And real quick, if this is your first time visiting my channel, I do videos basically all about Hero Wars. The Facebook version is my primary account. I also play Hero Wars on mobile as a second account. So if you have any questions, just shoot me a comment in the description box below. YouTube really likes it when you like or dislike videos, so if you could take just a half second and do that right now, or at the end of this video, that'd be great. But without further ado, let's jump into it. So one of the main questions that I get quite a bit, messaged to me and commented on my videos, is what heroes to use fighting these bosses in Outland. And at first I thought it was pretty intuitive, but there is a little bit of a science to it. So I kind of want to talk about things, just a little bit. So let's start with Ilyssa the Weaver. So Ilyssa the Weaver is a spider boss, and the rewards for defeating her are Outland coins and strength skin stones. And Ilyssa is immune to magic attacks and melee attacks. So marksmen and ranged heroes are who you go for in these in this boss fight. So the heroes that I would choose for this fight, and maybe they're a little different, but the main ones that I would choose would be Jew. Whoops, what did I do wrong there? Attack. There we go. I would do Jew, Cornelius, and Martha for the speed. And then I would also do Kira and Ginger. So these are the ones that I would do. And aside from Martha, these are all pretty basic heroes. You can get Cornelius from Friendstones, you can get Ginger and Kira from the campaign, and you get Jew from Silver Trophies in Guild Wars. So you need to be a part of at least a silver tier guild in order to get these Jew soul stones. There's other ways to get Jew soul stones as well, but so this is the team that I would take in. Martha is great because of her speed buff, and because of that, this is the team that I would choose. Jet's okay. Darkstar's pretty good too. Forget all these other guys. Not worth it. Not worth it. So that's Ilyssa the Weaver. Vadjar the Incinerator. Vadjar gives you intelligent skin stones, outline coins, and Vadjar is immune to magic attacks, and he's immune to ranged heroes. So this is a physical attacking team, melee attacking team only. And for Vadjar the Incinerator, what I would use is let's pull these out here. I would use King Mao, because King's got the armor penetration, armor debuff ability, which is, in my opinion, pretty huge. I like Ishmael a lot. You can get Ishmael from, you can get King Mao from the Outland vendor. Ishmael you can get from the, oh my gosh, the Grand Arena vendor. Wow. Sorry guys, a little slow today. So Ishmael is great. He's a great high damage attacking warrior. Very survivable in this kind of fights. King for the armor debuff. I like Kark for armor penetration. So that's pretty good. And then I like Nebula to boost your hero's attack. As it goes back and forth and back and forth. So that's key. And then I would use the strongest tank you have. If it's Cleaver, if it's Galahad, if it's Chaba, if it's Ziri, maybe even Luther. I probably wouldn't use Rufus, but that would be my fifth. So in this instance, I would use Galahad, since he's by far my strongest tank. I think Cleaver is slightly better because of his damage over time. But yeah, this is the team that I would use. Okay. And then finally, Brog the Conqueror. Brog the Conqueror. So Brog's rewards in his chests are agility skin stones and outline coins again. And he is immune to physical attacks. So you need a mage for this guy. You need a mage for this. And whenever you attack Brog the Conqueror, the only heroes that matter, honestly, is Dorian and Orion. These two go nuts on this guy, just obliterating him, and it's not even funny. So just for fun, just for the sake of it, let's add in Krista for a little bit of tanking, even though it's not really, he does AoE damage, so he doesn't really tank that much. I like Satori, and then while we're at it, since we're doing Krista, we can add in Lars as well. So this would be who I would go. You really, like I said, you really only need these two. Satori is amazing over time. Maya is pretty good. Lars and Krista, of course, are great. Heidi for that pure damage is great. A lot of people are going to have Arachne, but I don't think that I would use her. These two right here are the key. So Orion's from Tower Rewards, and Dorian you get from, Dorian you get from the chest. So yeah. So these three guys, Ilyssa, Brog, and Vadjar, they're what's called the negators, the great negators, or the negators of chaos, I think. I can't remember what their title is. And there's actually a fourth one. Fun fact, Kark, or Bob, is actually the fourth member of this little band of enemy bosses. And Kark decided to settle down and live a boring life, kind of like Thanos, whenever he snapped half of us away. So yeah, this has been a kind of a short video about the heroes that I would choose for Outland. Of course, up until the very end, these guys level up to about 160, I believe, and up until 120, 130, it really doesn't matter what heroes you throw at him, just as long as you have a couple, 2 or 3 that are of equal level of him. But once you get past that 120, 130 mark for these guys, you really, really need to start focusing on those heroes. Fortunately, in most aspects, a lot of these heroes are going to be heroes in your main 5 or your main 10 anyway, so that hopefully will work out for you. If not, level them up a little bit more, level up your stats a little bit. But skin stones are actually one of the hardest things to get in the game. Whenever you kind of break it down, you only get a couple of opportunities a day to get to have access to them, and there's not a lot of free chests given out by the developers for skin stones. So having the ability to clear these bosses is kind of a big deal. Add to that the coins that you get, the Outland coins. Jorgen is a huge huge hero in a lot of comps. So is King Mao. Luther is an amazing hero in a lot of comps, as is Elmer. But getting the skin stone chests for these Outland coins, it's clutch. It goes a long way in leveling up your heroes. As a quick aside, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, you got to be level 25 in order to get access to Outland and facing off with with these guys. And on mobile, things are slightly different. On Facebook here, you fight these guys in 5 level chunks. You see, I have level 70 beat already. I'm on level 75. Next, it's level 80. But every day, I get to open up a chest. So without even fighting these guys, I get to open up a chest. On the mobile version, you have to fight the boss and win in order to open up a chest. So a little bit of contrast there, which I found was kind of interesting. You can also fight as many times on here as you want, whereas on mobile you only get to fight 5 times a day. I believe you can spend emeralds and fight more if you really want to, but yeah, in both instances, there's a daily quest, which I don't have here. There's a daily quest to loot all 3 chests or to defeat all 3 bosses. So, it's worth knocking those out for the free Outland coins. But yeah, so please leave a comment in the comment section below if you have a better comp or a better team idea for how to take those guys down. Please give me some feedback if you like this video. If not, that's okay too. But take a second to leave me a like or a dislike if you can. It would be great if you would subscribe, but just simply clicking that like button is enough for me. But until next time, this is Charles with Hero Wars Central. Please consider subscribing and have a great weekend.